Well, our next guest was able to bring her husband home from an assisted living center because she got the help that she needed around the house to be able to care for him.
He lasted 12 days
12
there,
days,
right?
okay.
Then he had to come home. She says she owes it to a respite program called Synergy Home Care. Gretchen Burt is here to share her story, and Ruth Busalaki joins us to tell us more about how Synergy helps families. An incredible story. I'm excited that you're here to share it.
Yeah.
So nice to meet you, Gretchen.
Nice to meet you.
She and her husband, and he has a form of Parkinson's disease, but you guys took up downhill skiing at the age of 50. We found this out during the commercial break. I think it's incredible. Congratulations to you for being so adventurous.
Thank you.
And actually, you were even in Lake Tahoe a little over a year ago, downhill skiing with your husband.
Yes, that's right.
So then he gets to a point where he has to go to assisted living. And how does it change your life and your relationship?
Well, actually, he had tremor-dominant Parkinson's. That's what he was diagnosed. But they had, he was given a medication that spiraled him down to where he is today. So he has Lewy body dementia, which is a very difficult illness. It's progressive. And so it's been quite a journey.
Yeah, I bet.
So at first you said, okay, assisted living is the way to go. And what happened there within 12
Well,
days?
His doctor said he needed memory care.
Okay.
And so we had a facility 5 minutes from our house, and I thought maybe that would be the magic thing. But he wasn't on their schedule.
Right.
He doesn't have a schedule. And so they actually wanted me to come over there, and I thought, I went over to learn what they were doing and how things were going. But I also realized that he didn't fit their schedule, and that was the problem. So when I didn't even know what kind of care he needed, so I decided to bring him home. Not to stay, but just to sort of see what would happen. And he was so happy to be home. And he hadn't been happy. He'd been in the hospital for 5 weeks. He'd also been in a nursing home facility that was lovely. He didn't want to be there.
But it's a lot, though, to take care of yourself, to take care of a very ill spouse, and then run a household.
Right.
So you probably realized, okay, I'd like to have him home, I'd like to be with him, but how do you do all the other stuff?
Right. I knew I couldn't do it alone. And so I interviewed 3 different agencies. And when Ruth came along and told me that her husband had the same illness, Lewy body dementia, that my husband had, I thought, this is wonderful. The Lord brought her into my life at the time I needed him, or her. So it was wonderful. And I said, you're hired.
And what has it been like coming into the house? What do you exactly do at Synergy?
Absolutely. So, as Gretchen said, she wasn't sure what she needed, and so that's why that first visit is so important. So we sat down, I asked her, what are the things you're concerned about? And I listened, and with our background and our caregivers, they can do so much. They can do everything from helping spend time with their husband, making sure that it's somebody that he enjoys company, helping him if he needs to get in and out of the shower without injuring himself, and then helping Gretchen around the house, doing a load of laundry, starting a dinner, giving her the opportunity to know that her husband's in good hands and that he's actually enjoying himself while she gets away. What I told Gretchen when we first met is I said, this is a marathon race. This is not a sprint. You need to pace yourself, and you need to accept the help. So we developed this care plan with their family and with their friends and with our caregivers. We've got this plan, and we're going to go on this journey with her, and it will grow or change as she and her husband need it.
Yeah, so are you on his schedule then?
We're on his schedule, absolutely.
I think it's absolutely wonderful what you give people, because along with care, good care and companionship for her husband when she's away, you give her peace of mind and the ability to still have a life, because I think that's what caregivers give up, is their own lives to care for someone who they love. And so if she's able to have coffee with a friend or see family or run an errand or just get away and downhill ski or something, that's a wonderful thing to give somebody at a time in their life that's very difficult.
Absolutely, and so often when we meet families, until they've sat down and talked with us, they're on the cross your finger plan. They're crossing their fingers and they're hoping that everything will go right and nothing will go wrong, and that's such a dangerous place to be, because then you start losing all your choices and your options when you end up in the hospital, and now your choices are limited. So we really encourage families just to give us a call, let us sit down with them, and we'll talk about all the different things and all the different services in addition to home care that we can bring so that they can continue to follow their own course and their own journey.
Yeah, it's great. You told us during the break a lot of things about laundry, dishes, just helping all those things, as Molly mentioned, to help run the household so that you have a chance to maybe get away and feel comfortable and feel safe within the home while you're gone. Want to make sure everybody has the information for Synergy Home Care so that you can call, get the questions that you have answered, and find out how you can find someone who will be on the schedule of your loved one. The phone number to call is 1-800-7-WE-CARE. Or sorry, 1-844-7-WE-CARE. SynergyHomeCare.com is the website to find out more online if you'd like to visit their website. Thanks for being here. Wonderful story.
Thank you.
And we wish you and your husband the best.
And I'd just like to encourage anybody who's dealing with a dementia. It's very misunderstood in many places, so we really have to advocate for our loved ones. I'm a former teacher, and I believe in education. I feel knowledge is power. And so we have to learn as much as we possibly can about the illness so that we can advocate for our loved ones.
It's wonderful.
I love that you
Gretchen.
interviewed people, Gretchen.
Yeah.
That's great. Smart, too. It's a
Yeah.
great message to take away, you know, to find the right people for you. So thanks so much.
Nice to meet both of you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.